If you've been active in the Apex Legends community lately, which isn't fucking unlikely, then you're probably aware of the Wingman debate. A lot of people are pushing for the Wingman to be nerfed, whether it be its damage or its clip size. Something needs to change. Now you may be asking yourself, but how could this putrid, insignificant runt of a pistol be OP? Well, here's the Wingman Stats. This weapon has a fairly common drop rate, meaning you're probably going to get it early on in the game, especially if you land in areas such as airbase, runoff, etc. That means you're probably going to use it against players who don't have shields or weapons yet, and if you're defenseless against a guy with the Wingman, you may as well back out of the game now. Each shot from the Wingman does 45 damage, which may not sound like a lot, but when you take it into consideration that this gun fires 3 rounds per second, and it takes just over 2 shots to knock you, assuming you don't have any shields, you begin to understand why people see it as a problem. Now, personally, I think the Wingman is fine as is. The gun does a lot of damage, which, in my eyes, compensates for its small clip size. Unless you have a level 3 extended magazine, the Wingman will only have a single-digit clip capacity. So unless you're semi-decent at landing your shots, this weapon isn't very viable to you. However, I will also admit that there have been many instances where I, or even my entire squad, will be knocked and subsequently thirsted by the Wingman and the Wingman alone. So here's my proposition. Though I personally think the Wingman is fine as it is, I completely, wholeheartedly, 100% understand the complaints that this weapon receives. So, instead of nerfing its damage or clip capacity or making it to where the extended mags don't work on this weapon, JC, you fucking idiot, I think, if we were to nerf it, we should nerf its fire rate. The Wingman does pretty good damage for a common handgun. However, it's also semi-dependent on whether or not you can consistently land shots. Assuming the enemy is close to you, and you have your index finger on the trigger, then 9 times out of 10, you'll kill that enemy, regardless of whether or not you'll land all of your shots. If you do land all 3 shots required to knock said enemy, you can get them in their down but not out stage in a matter of a literal second, giving them a very little window of time to actually fight back. However, if we were to nerf the fire rate of the Wingman, we would at the very least give our opponent some time to fight back. People are going as far as saying the easiest way to nerf this gun is to simply remove it from the game. But in my eyes, the Wingman is a high-risk, high-reward weapon that packs quite a punch as long as you've got a good enough shot to follow through. I really hope that next time I read some Apex Legends patch notes on Twitter, I don't see some crazy nerf to what has come to be one of my favorite guns to use. I think a simple, yet effective fire rate nerf is in order, but nothing serious is required. Let me know what you guys think about some balance changes that could be made to the most controversial thing in Apex Legends at the moment in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.